Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Anzac Day ceremony. Thank you so much for joining us to watch this video. Even though we may be apart, we still wanted to come together as a community to commemorate this important event. Now we will start with the acknowledgement of country.
I would like to acknowledge the Wadi people who are the traditional custodians of this land. I would also like to pay respects to elders both past and present of the Dharawal Nation and extend that respect to other First Nations people present.
Anzac Day is very special, as it commemorates the faithful landing at Anzac Cove on the 25th of April in 1950. Throughout Australia, New Zealand and many other parts of the world, ceremonies are conducted in order to honour the memory of those brave Anzacs, many of whom were only teenagers, some as young as 16.
We are filming this today to remember with gratitude the men and women who have given their lives to make this world a better place. The Australian and New Zealand Army Corps truly immortalised the Anzac name of all those years ago. They established a tradition of selfless service and they demonstrated to everyone the loyalty of Anzac spirit.
Anzac Day is an important day of our commemoration. It is a day to say thank you and to honour all soldiers from all wars who have fought and died for Australia. After all, it is the sacrifices of these men and women who have allowed us to live in a country that is free. Anzac Day is a day where we can reflect and all be thankful for the sacrifices that have been made for us.
We will now have a prayer of remembrance. Today, we remember with thanksgiving those who made the supreme sacrifice for us in the time of war. We remember those who willingly laid down their lives on the battlefield or died in the oceans or in the air, and acknowledge that their lives were not lost in vain. Today, we dedicate ourselves to the cause of justice, freedom and peace, and for the wisdom and strength to build a better world.
In a moment, you're going to hear part of a poem called For the Fallen, which is often referred to in ceremonies as the Ode of Remembrance. This will then be followed by the last post. The last post is the call that was sounded at 10 o'clock each evening to inform the soldiers that they should be inside their quarters for that night. It signals the end of the day's activities and begins a period of rest and quietness. It is now sounded at military funerals and services to indicate that the soldier has completed his life's work and has entered into his rest. At the end of the last post, we will have a minute's silence in respect of those who have lost their lives.
They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget.
You are now going to hear the rouse, which is a trumpet or bugle call that was sounded in military barracks and camps. It was played throughout the day to call soldiers to their duties. Now when it is played at military funerals and commemorative services, it is to call the soldiers' spirit to arise so that they are ready to fight another day.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you to those of you who sent in photos of how you commemorated Anzac Day in your own homes. Anzac Day is not a day set aside to celebrate war and all of the dreadful things that it involves. It is a reminder that war is horrible, and that while we should be proud of what the Anzacs and other Australian soldiers have done, we should always remember that there are never any winners in wars.
If we want a positive and peaceful future, the first step starts with us. By being kind, by being considerate, by putting others first. That is the Anzac spirit. In the classrooms, in our playgrounds, even at home, we need to be keeping peace, not making war. We all have a part to play in making the world a better place. To conclude this ceremony, the national anthem will now go on. Feel free to sing along if you like. Thank you for listening.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.